I said before, your movement is always a very serious movement. When you came, Obasanjo saw that IPP was going to win the election. So he quickly stopped IPP from contesting at the election that time. You came for the chairmanship. Your movement was very, very strong because you told the whole of this country. No other chairmanship candidate did that. And today again, you are coming powerfully. I will leave that for us to judge, but we want to assure you of the support of the people of Benue State.
One's experience in managing this country along with the former president, he will do us proud. There was a time railways were running when PDP was in power. My house was just built by the railway line. Since the adoption of APC government, they have ceased to work. Some of us believe that if Waziri comes on board, we, the second half of this country, will stand to benefit. Because what we have noticed, Your Excellency, Representative of Our Excellency, is that all the developments in this country concentrate on Southwest and Northwest. To the extent that they keep trying to construct a railway line from Kano to Niger or whatever you call it. They are pouring huge sums of money on our behalf. Yet, this second half of Nigeria is not benefiting from it. We know Waziri is a man who is extremely sensitive.
We have a very bright future together. I am to plead with you and to request you to support the candidature of Waziri Atiku Abubakar in the forthcoming, whether the PDP decides to go consensus and therefore arrive at one person, or we will have to go into an election, which I believe may not be necessary. Before I sit down, I already thank you for the support you gave to Waziri, to the Zegemule in 2019. I want to tell you unequivocally that the Zegemule won the 2019 election, and he won it hands down. The issue that you have is that on the day of the election, you will all recall, there was a bomb blast in Maiduguri. It was not possible for people to start voting because of the bomb blast, which was around 7 a.m. in the morning. So voting could not start until almost about 11 o'clock. About 7 local government areas at that time were cut off by Boko Haram. Yet, 1.9 million people, 1.9 million people, human beings, came into Maiduguri and voted within 4 hours. So Buhari had 1.9 million and Atiku Abubakar had 50,000. Is that possible? In the next state, Yobe does not have a population more than 300,000. They recorded 1.7 million voters. The governor himself could not vote because of the security level, but 1.7 million people voted for him. And then 42,000 or 32,000 they wrote, they gave to. We have learned our lessons. We are going to do everything to protect our votes. Every measure will be taken. And like I said, the APC is not going to rest. They are going to definitely put up the greatest resistance in order to cover up the atrocities they have committed. They are going to do everything to disenfranchise us. But we must be strong. That is why we need a leader who is courageous, a leader that is truthful, a leader that all of us will back in order to ensure victory. Are we all persuaded and convinced that the candidate we put up in 2019 and who won the election for PDP but was robbed and denied that position, that it should be fielded again in 2023? Yes. In 2023? Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thanks for checking out Symphony on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe and like our videos for updates.